Right, so when you've got a business and you've got a product, you want to show it in its best light, and you want to show it basically in the best way you can possible. Right, so like I was saying, when you've got a product and you're trying to sell it, you really want to show it in its best light. However, when you're at home and you're trying to sell the product, it's not as easy if you don't have the studio to make it look as fancy as you want it to look. However, there are ways you can do it. So I'm going to show you that in today's video, because what my sister has actually started to do, she's actually selling products on Etsy, and she kind of wants a bit of help just trying to basically photograph the products and show them like in a creative and cool way. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to show you some pretty cool ways to advertise your products at home on a pretty low budget, and what I'm going to be telling you is pretty effective for pretty much most products as long as you do it the right way. But we'll go into more detail throughout the video, so let's start. First shot you want is basically just a standard shot of the product by itself. Now this is probably one of the more simple shots you're going to do, however it's one of your more effective shots really, because you're showing your customer basically just the product they're going to buy. Now just because I did say a standard shot, it doesn't mean, you know, get a table, throw the product on there, snap a picture and you're done. You still want it to look clean with no distractions or anything unnecessary in the background. So what I've got today is this projector screen. Basically first I need to clamp it down because it will keep going up, so I'm going to clamp it down. Basically this is pretty good because it's nice and bright, it's clean, it's white, and also because it is going to flow upwards, there'll be a curve at the back, like right around here, there'll be a curve. So it's going to help blend in the background with the ground it's on, and it should look pretty nice. So let's actually start with the first one. Eventually, when I was able to clamp down the screen, the shots were very easy. As long as you have some form of light to bounce off of the surroundings evenly, your shot should look good. Also, like I said previously, these are just standard shots. It's just something clean for your customers to see and know what the product is. The next ones are where we get creative. Right, so we've done the standard one. It's pretty easy, and now we're going to do the detailed photography. And this is pretty good if you're trying to show off a product that has a texture or it's got some kind of quality to it. So you really want to show something that's really defined and detailed. That's why we're doing this. So again, I'll show you basically the process of it and I'll talk you through it. I should also point out that when you are editing these images, you want to be careful with how much you edit them. You don't want to change the image so much that the product is completely different to what it actually is, as chances are you'll end up with some unhappy customers. All I've done is clean up some of the background so there's no creases or marks on the projector screen, added a little clarity to show off some of the fibers and the textures, straightened some of the shots which I felt looked a little like they was at an angle too much, and also altered the lighting just very slightly just to give all the images a consistent look. Alright, that's the first two shots done. Pretty easy. Standard one, done pretty quickly. The detail one, also done pretty quickly. Now we're going to move on to something where, depending on what your product is, you can get as creative as you can really think of. What we're going to do is, we're going to basically take what the product is. Here it's like these plushy little things. And what we're going to do, we're going to create a background for these, but using products that are related to this. So on the table, we're going to lay out different wool, different colors, some of these in the background, stuff like knitting needles. You know, if you've got a couple of them, it helps. Again, this is all stuff that relates to this product, so it should look pretty good. Also, what you're going to do, depending on what your product is, here you can see it's pretty light, it's pretty bright. You know what I mean? So you don't want to put it against a white because you'll lose it. You'll lose it in the picture. What you want to do, you want to put it against something contrasting, like that. You know what I mean? Something like that. And it's the same thing for the complete opposite. So this one's quite dark. You don't want to put a dark background behind it because again, you'll kind of lose it. You want to put it in front of a different color, so then you know it stands out. So we're going to set it all up on the table and I'll get back to you with the results. I know what you're thinking. Why is there a drop in camera quality? Well, my time-lapse cameras just died, so I switched it out and I'm using my sister's phone instead, so that should explain it. But anyway, here's where you get some of your best shots. You have the chance here to really show off some of the aesthetics of your products and show your customers something really eye-catching yet professional. Here I created designs and patterns which I felt complemented the products and would frame it within the image. Depending on the product you're trying to sell, you could do something similar or something completely different design-wise. The important thing is to experiment and have fun in the designing process. However, what's also key is to know your audience. You gotta think, who am I advertising this product towards? And will they buy it just purely off this image alone? So what you should also consider is when you are thinking of these designs, think about what your target audience are interested in and what they're looking for. Alright, this is the last shot now. And basically, for this shot, what you want to do is you want to basically show the product in its environment and where it's going to be used and how it's going to be used. So for this specific product, you can use them in a variety of ways. First one, you can use them as hanging decorations for around your house or your room or something like that. Second, you can use them as like accessories to accessorize your bags and stuff like that. Third, when it is that festive time of year, you can use these as festive ornaments. Right now, I'll show you how we're going to capture these products in their environments. Ideally, I would have liked to shoot these shots outside where I could capture the products in a city environment. However, for safety, I decided to keep the shoot inside, but maybe I'll do that later on though. These images are all clear and simple, where you can see what the product is used for and how it's used. A good thing about this type of shot is that it immediately shows the customers what they'll be buying and how it could look when they use it. It's very simple and it's very effective. And that's the video. Hope you liked it and hope I could show you that you really can advertise your products at home as long as you do some key things, as long as you're creative, you have a plan behind it and you know kind of the direction you want your photographs to go in, you'll be set. I do think these photographs work really well because they do the key things. They show you what the product is, they are creative, and they look good. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.